G'day, Ben from Melbourne here with my Fast 5 Best Australian Reissues of 2021. Let's get into it. First up, Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds, B-Sides and Rarities Part 1 and 2 box set. Part 1 originally came out about 10 years ago just on CD. Part 2 picks up from 2006 and goes to 2019. First part is, as you would imagine, B-sides, soundtrack cuts, songs off tribute albums. Like one of the great ones is Tower of Song from the Leonard Cohen tribute album, I'm Your Fan. Other great ones is the B-side of their cover of Running Scared, the Roy Orbison song. This is the classic Bad Seeds years to me, when they had Blixa Bargeld, Mick Harvey, Conway Savage, Barry Adamson, all legends in their own right. Brilliant, brilliant stuff. Part 2 is what I would call the Warren Ellis years, where Warren has become Nick Cave's main foil these days, and the Bad Seeds are a much more pared down band. And it's reflective of that in their sound as well. It's a lot more ambient soundscapes, a lot of Warren's loops and keys and violin as well, and Nick Cave's lyrics are a lot more non-linear, not the narrative driven lyrics that we've become used to, and almost spoken word in some parts. But although a big shift, still the quality of the B-sides remain very, very high. Similar setup of it's all odds and bods off different things, but very strong songs which stand up on their own. It's not the scraps for sure. This is a great box set and highly recommended. Next up, Geelong Legends, Magic Dirt. So if you like that scuzzy, overdriven guitar feedback, distortion, frenzy, Detroit-inspired sound, this is your bag. For me, this is the first one of their albums where it all come together, where they managed to harness the noise along with the catchy choruses and hooky verses all in one without sacrificing one iota of that huge roar of their sound. Fronted by Adelita, who has in the last 10 years released 2 absolutely cracking solo records. Don't expect huge guitar albums, but beautiful stuff. This one come out on Remote Control Records, and they also reissued their EPs and albums before this one, like behind me, Signs of Satanic Youth and Life Was Better. Worth tracking down all their stuff. Great Australian band. Next up, we have jazz punk legends, the Laughing Clowns, led by Ed Cooper and featuring the incredible drumming of Jeffrey Wegner. This is more on the atonal end of things, not tight, jazzy punk that you may think of when that first comes to mind. The saxes are searing in this, and the time signatures are all over the place. It's challenging stuff, but ultimately it will win you over if you stick with it. It's brilliant. And this is a great place to start because it's a daunting catalogue when you're first getting into Ed Cooper. He's got so much stuff out there. There's a lot of Laughing Clowns albums. He's got a lot of solo albums. There's the first 3 Saints albums. There's also the 3 Aints albums and the 2 when he reformed the Aints. This is a good place to start. There's also a great Ed Cooper compilation which came out at the same time as this, which is worth checking out as well. Buy this alone for the song title, Mr. Uddage Smuddage Goes to Town. I don't know if this is still available. This is on CD, but if you're looking for something more comprehensive, is this Laughing Clowns, what's this called? Cruel But Fair. This is a 3 CD set. Comes with a nice little booklet as well. So if you're willing to dip the toe further, this is probably easier to get than a lot of their albums if you don't want to chase all them down. criminally underrated Australian legendary band. All right, next up, another not well known enough band, the Lipstick Killers, and probably the main reason for that is they only ever released one single in their lifetime, which was the Hindu Gods of Love, which is absolutely killer. It was produced by Dennis Tech from Radio Birdman, so you sort of know the ballpark where these guys are coming from. This is a really nice set, features everything that they recorded in the studio, although not released. It's got it's a 2-album set. The second album is a lot of live stuff as well. It's got a great gatefold. Tells you all about them. Really good stuff. Lipstick Killers, Strange Flash, studio and live 78, 81. And just as an aside, if you know the Psychosurgeons, Lipstick Killers evolved from them. This is a great little reissue 7-inch single, which has the great songs Horizontal Action and Wild Weekend. Killer Australian 70s punk. Last one, Masters and Apprentices. This is the 50th anniversary edition. Legendary early 70s Australian band. This is a great example of the hard rock psych of that era. Featuring Jim Keys on lead vocals, brilliant voice, even has Glenn Wheatley on bass, believe it or not, who went on and managed John Farnham, but that's a whole other story which we won't get into now. Best known song on this, if you're going to know anything, is the song Because I Love You. It's a great song, but it's not reflective of the rest of this record. I have personally heard that song too much because it's been used in advertising and the like, and yeah, it kind of takes something away from the song when they're selling insurance while singing that. But anyway, enough of that. Artwork by Hypnosis, famous for doing a lot of Pink Floyd covers. Probably not the greatest stuff that Hypnosis has done, but kind of an interesting cover anyway. All right, I'm going to shut up because this is not a Fast 5. It's gone on for far too long. I'm going to get out of here. Take care. See you later.